Hey, it's Alex Fergus here from alexfergus.com. So I just want to do this quick video because I've got some interesting data around my sleep lately. So on the screen here, I've got my Oura Ring app screen. Check out my review at Oura Ring. Oh, just Google Oura Ring Alex Fergus and you'll find it. I've also got a discount code, which is my last name, FERGUS, for 10% off. So I am very passionate about my sleep. Anyone that's been following my work will know that. And you can see last night my sleep score 89%, which is really good. But something interesting has happened about a week or 2 weeks ago. So I recently moved house, and despite me always focusing on my sleep, prioritizing my sleep, having good sleep hygiene, wearing blue blockers at night, getting morning sun, cool bedroom, dark bedroom, all that sort of stuff, taking the right supplements and everything, I've noticed a big change in my sleep. So what I'm going to do is go into my sleep at the top here, and I'm going to show you some of my data. So take a look, or take note of the dark purple line at the bottom of this graph. So that's my deep sleep. Then above that, the lighter shade is my light sleep, and then above that is my REM sleep. Okay, and then above that is my awake time. Okay, so early September, late August, this is when I was at my previous place here in the city in New Plymouth. And you can see, looking at some of this data here, that was a pretty bad sleep. Take a look at the number in the bottom left-hand corner. So that's my deep sleep score, all right? So 13%, hour and a half, 17, 15, 15, 16, 13, 10, 14, 13, 6, don't know what happened that night, 18, 8, 19, 13. Okay, so it'd be fair to say that, I don't know, the 10 to 15 range is pretty typical there for most of the time. So I've been in that house for about 3 months, and you can see it's very rare that I get over 20%. There's a 22. And the average might even be below 15%. There's a lot of low numbers there, which, to be honest, weren't great. I was aware of these. I was looking at some of these numbers thinking, Jesus, this isn't good. Usually I'm higher, up more around 20%. Look at that night, 9 hours actual sleep time, and it was only 14%, only an hour and a half deep. It's a lot of light sleep. Okay, so I would like to be up around 15 to 20%, even higher. Okay, so and that was going on for a while. See, look at all those numbers there, all quite low. And that was, again, with me wearing every gadget and blue blockers and red light at night and bright light in the morning and doing everything that I'm meant to be doing and that I write about. Okay, and I got a lot of articles on this. Now, what happened? What's the date today? 26th of September, as I record this. About 2 weeks ago, I moved. So if we go 23rd, go back, that's last week, and we go back to about here. I think it was that Monday was the first night in our new place. Now, again, I followed all my blue light blocking, same supplements, same routine. But you'll notice, despite that bad night's sleep, and then another bad night's sleep, what's happened is my deep sleep score has started trending up. Actually, yeah, maybe that was the date that I moved in. Sorry, but anyway, take a look at my deep sleep score now. 15%, 16%, 20%, 18, 25, 18, 20, 23, 24, 24, 22. Okay, so that's since I moved, about 10, 11, 12 days ago. My deep sleep average, if you, doing a rough calculation there, would be maybe around 20%. Look at that, 22, 24, 24, 23, 20, 18, 25, 18, 20, 16. I think that was the weekend I moved, 15. So yeah, I'd say the average would be 20%. And all that's changed is where I sleep and actually what I sleep on as well. So there's been two variables. So on that note, the mattress I'm sleeping on at the moment is an airbed. It's a single airbed that I paid $30 for. Reason I'm sleeping on that is because our previous place was a furnished place, had a queen size bed in it, just an old school mattress, nothing fancy. And then since we moved into this place, it's unfurnished. I have actually I've actually ordered a really healthy mattress. Let's just put it that, because I did an article, how to find a healthy mattress or something like that, which you can see on my blog, alexfergus.com. And I spent a lot of time researching what you need to look for when it comes to buying a mattress. So I finally found one, but unfortunately it's going to take a few weeks to get it here. So in the meantime, I'm sleeping on an airbed, right? Which is not great. And I know it's not great from a sleep point of view, comfort point of view, and it's definitely not great from a toxin exposure point of view, because it's a brand new mattress or airbed, and you can kind of smell the glues and God knows what else they've used in making it. But put a sheet on top of it, and so you'd think that change would have a negative impact on my sleep, but it's clear here that my deep sleep has improved. And in fact, all my sleep scores are really good as well. Well, most of them are really good. 89, we're in the high 80s there for most of the nights. So that really means the only key change was the environment, my location of sleep. I am still living in New Plymouth City. We still don't have our lifestyle block and our off-grid sort of living yet, but that will come. So I'm still surrounded by, other people and smart meters and all of that sort of stuff. And I'm just going to check the Wi-Fi exposure here. There's actually more Wi-Fi networks at this place than there was at the other one. So that's a bit concerning. So, I'm still exposed to all this stuff, and I don't know why, but my phone's saying that I have Wi-Fi on at the moment, but I don't, because we don't have a Wi-Fi router here. But anyway, it just goes to show how important environment is when it comes to sleep, right? And, you can do all of fancy things with supplements and perfect sleep times and bright light in the morning and pitch black rooms. And that's another thing. This current room we're staying in, isn't as dark as our previous one. The curtains aren't as dark, so we've had to do a few modifications to make it darker, but it's still not as dark. So I was actually thinking that my sleep would get worse. I'm sleeping on an airbed. The room's brighter. What else? I've been disrupted, like routine and everything's been disrupted because we've moved and, different surroundings and everything. Daylight savings kicked in a few nights ago, which threw out, sleep wake times and everything like that. So on paper, you would expect my sleep to decrease. But, even nights where I'm waking up quite a bit, which has been happening the last few nights, and I think that's more just because of the airbed, like it's quite uncomfortable, and I sort of wake up and have to wriggle around and go back to sleep. So you can see all my wake times are quite high, which is, for me, it's a lot higher than I'd like. But you look at some of this data here, I'm getting really good deep sleep. Even the REM sleep's pretty good as well. 24, 25, 22, 28%. So, crazy, right? Like, you probably wouldn't expect that. But my point's simple. Environment is everything. And for those of you who shrug off environment, it's all about the food you eat, all the supplements you take. If you're really struggling with your sleep or your health and, you just can't improve it no matter what supplements you're taking and stuff, then it might be time to look at moving, or at least like moving your room, moving bedrooms, or moving your bed. We know about dirty electricity and exposure to like the wiring in the walls, and there's some good books on that by, I think it's Obecker. I can't remember his first name. I can't even remember the name of the book. That's bad of me. But just Google like dirty electricity and you'll find some good books on that. We know about that. We know about like mold exposure, how that can impact your sleep. We know about like geomagnetic stress, ley lines and all this sort of stuff. But also where your house is built on, like there's areas that are again, I don't know much about this, but if you Google like geostress, and there's some particular areas that attract more negativity, and certain animals and pests and insects, and other areas are a lot more calming in that. So if you're sleeping over a stressful location or a site that could be impacting your sleep. I don't know enough about all this to actually go and quantify it and measure it, but it's clear to me that my sleep's improved big time since I've moved house. And so yeah, my point is simple. If you're struggling with your sleep and you've tried all the supplements and you've worked through my course, the Sound Asleep course, or Sound Asleep program, I think it is.com. And in that I talk about location anyway. But if you've tried all these things and you're still struggling with your sleep or struggling to get deep sleep, then yeah, maybe move bedrooms, maybe move beds. Maybe it's the bed that's the problem. Maybe there's mold in the walls. Maybe the mattress is full of junk and dust mites and everything like that. If you look at the wake times and stuff, like I have been waking a lot, but I'm waking up in the morning feeling pretty refreshed despite the frequent wakings, and my Oura-ring's definitely improved big time. So there you go. Actually, there was one night where I was so cold. It was one of the first nights I moved in here. I'll have to go back and check the dates, but I was actually really cold that night, and I got it was the first night in here, and we didn't realize how cold this house was. And I woke a few times with like goosebumps and shivering, and despite the one or two wakings and then putting warmer clothes on, I had really good sleep score. So I know for me personally, like cold is a big one to help my deep sleep. I know that when I go to the beach and do my cold swims and then have a warm shower afterwards and a big meal and then go to bed, like I always sleep good. So and there's studies to prove that like the cooler temperature in your bedroom is helpful for sleep. Likewise, when I was in Sydney over summer, I would struggle every summer. It's a big reason why I wanted to get out, because for about 3 or 4 months my sleep just tanked because I'd be lying there sort of sweating all night and I hated it. So yeah, I mean, experiment with these things, play around with these things. So anyway, that's all I wanted to show. And if you have any questions, yell out. Again, check out my blog, alexfergus.com, and I've got a lot of articles over there on sleep and how to improve your sleep. And yeah, this is the Oura-ring. I've got a big review on the Oura-ring as well, so you can check that out. So yeah, there's my thought for the week. I'll leave you to it. Bye.